Hey there, everybody. It's Vivian, and today is Wednesday, and we are still reviewing this book, A Year of Positive Thinking Daily Inspiration, Courage, and Wisdom by Cindy Spiegel. Now, last night we talked about an exercise in forgiveness, basically talking about, forgiving yourself for past mistakes, forgiving yourself for anything in your past because you can't change it. It's done. Um, Even if you did something a couple of minutes ago, you did it. Forgive yourself for it. Move on. Go ahead. It's okay. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about you have the right to be here. Now, this is not a topic that if I'm going to read the anecdote and you'll see why I'm saying what I'm saying, because it doesn't really bear a whole lot of talking because it's so complete. I mean, let me get to it and I'll let you hear it. Okay. You belong. You are loved. You are needed. You belong here. Complete, right? Yeah. But, I struggle with what to say on this one because it is so complete and, it doesn't leave any doubt as to the meaning. At least I hope it doesn't. But I want to offer just a few words to get you motivated, and then I'm just going to go pretty much line by line for each one of those statements. I'm just going to talk about them. Now, first, the title. You do have a right to be here. And there are times in life when there are people out there who are going to try to make other people feel as if they don't belong. Now, have you ever been in a crowd of people where you just felt completely out of place because, people were looking at you or, whispering about you or whatever like that? Well, you have to realize that wherever you are, you belong there. And nobody's any better or any worse than anybody else because we're all human beings. We're all God's creatures and we're all made by his hand. Wherever you are, you belong there. And, God loves us. And so when we start fighting against each other, which, we in the world tend to do, it's just, it makes some people feel as if they don't belong here. And I think that's just inherently wrong. And I'm just here to tell you that you do. Wherever you are, you belong there. And the next statement, you are loved. Now, there's been times in my life when I didn't feel loved. It was a false belief, but at the time, it felt really real. I didn't feel like anybody loved me, yeah, even though I was making up stories in my head, like we tend to do. But I realized, after some study and some mental work, on my own, that those feelings were because I was not fully in love with myself. When you start to fall madly in love with yourself, you can start feeling the love that other people are radiating out to you. Because, even when I was feeling like that, in the back of my head, I knew these feelings were not right because I knew I had family that loved me, I had friends that loved me, but at the time, I just did not feel loved. And so I would walk around all sad and mopey. And then I had to come out of that. It's been years since that happened, but still, it did happen. And that's what I wanted to share with you, that, if you're feeling that way, it's definitely not true. Somebody loves you in the world. And if somebody out here doesn't love you, God loves you. So, you got all the love you need. You are needed. Now, another thing that some of us tend to tell ourselves is, what do I have to give to the world? Who really needs me, right? And you don't have to give anything specific. It's, oh, well, they made a bigger contribution to life than I did, or they made a bigger contribution to the world than I did. Don't worry about that. Every little thing counts. You have to give yourself in a way that's unique only to you. Remember, I talked about telling your story? Sometimes when you tell your story, it just, somebody else resonates with it and they get something out of it and it helps them. So don't be afraid because you think your contribution is not bigger than anyone else's, because there's no such thing. A contribution is a contribution, large or small. And if you help somebody in the process, that's even better. I told a part of my personal story on Facebook the other day, and it was really hard to do because it was really, really personal and something that a lot of people didn't know about me. But I was led to do it because somewhere somebody needed to hear it and needed to know that I was able to overcome that situation and become the person that I am today. So when you have trials and tribulations, sometimes, I'm not saying that you want to put all your business out in the street. I'm not saying that. But sometimes, you can do a modified version of your story. And that way, somebody's going to resonate with it because they've either gone through the same thing or they're going through the same thing. And they see that you came out of it or you overcame whatever it was, then they have hope that they'll do the same. Now, I don't know if what I said directly affected anybody or their lives, but I hope that it affected somebody in a positive way. I didn't always know what contribution I had to give to the world. And now, maybe I still am not 100% sure, but I contribute what I can. I try to inspire people by what I say. I try to inspire people just to let them know that they're loved, they're needed, they're wanted, and they are good enough just the way they are. But, recently I had several people tell me that I inspired them. That made me feel really good because, you know, I was just talking and being out there and you just talking, and then all of a sudden somebody says you helped them or you inspired them. That is such a wonderful feeling. And so you never know who's watching you, who's, and what you're doing could have a positive effect on somebody else's life. Also, on the flip side, it could have a negative effect on somebody's life depending on what it is you're doing. So we should always be cognizant of what we're doing and what we're putting out there in the world, but put it out there. Sometimes, you think, I don't know, somebody might think I'm crazy or something. Hey, you never know how much inspiration can come from crazy. Look at me. I put all kinds of stuff out here on this channel, and people may or may not like it, but and they may think I'm a little Looney Tune sometimes, but it's okay because this is me. This is me raw and in color, right? So hopefully, and I actually know from comments I've gotten from some people that some people are inspired by what I say. So, there you go. If you can help one person, just one, that's a contribution. And think about that. So, just say you're needed. You never know who's watching you, and you never know what contribution you're making. And just, kind of get out of your own way and get out of your comfort zone and put yourself out there because, you are needed. Everybody's needed in the world, good or bad. Sometimes people are needed to show other people what not to do. And so you never know, right? So here's another statement. You belong here. Everyone has a unique reason for being here. Not everybody's going to discover their real purpose for being here, but rest assured, everyone has a purpose. Now, no matter what you may think of other people, and by the way, we have to keep our opinions to ourselves, right? You know, we entitled to our opinion, but if you don't have anything, like my mother used to say, you don't have anything good to say, just don't say anything, you know. And but everybody has a purpose. Like I said, it's either to do some good in the world or to show somebody what not to do. So, what not to do this. You know, so no matter what you think, everybody has a purpose to fulfill. So don't get upset because you don't know what your purpose is and why you belong here. Just know that you are a child of God and you belong here. So that's all I have to say about that. Forrest Gump. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I just want to go through a few things that I'm thankful for today. Um, I had more that I was thankful for. I've been up since 2 a.m. just writing and writing and writing. It was just something going on today with me. I woke up and woke up and woke up so many times last night. And, I was just my mind was just on fire with gratitude. I wrote in my gratitude journal for a long time this morning. I don't even remember how long it was, but I wrote in it a long time. I got up and I did some exercises. I took a shower. I got dressed. I mean, this was all before 6 a.m. So and then I went on Facebook and I started looking at, just scrolling through it, and all of a sudden caught my eye that my one of my mentors and buddy there, Wesley Virgin, was doing a live, and typically when he does one, he's giving back. He's inspiring people. He's giving some good information and all that. And so I started listening, and he was telling people to write down their affirmation and then get up and shout it. And I did, and it just made me feel really good, and just made me feel like, oh, this is why I came across this video. This is probably also why I've been up all night, just really like I had all this energy, and I was just raring to go, and I had to get stuff done. So been doing stuff all day. Kind of winding down now, but it's just been a fabulous day. So, thankfulness. I am thankful to Wesley Virgin for his contribution in inspiring me and others in his video this morning. And I'm thankful that I put on clothes today that were loose. I am thankful that I am a multimillionaire right now. I am thankful I am living my best life. And I am thankful for my family and friends. So I hope you wrote down what you're thankful for, or at least thought about it. At least 5 things. Try it. You will feel so much better when you live in gratitude and thankfulness, because it just makes you smile. Because everything you're thankful for typically is something good. And sometimes you can be thankful for something that didn't go quite as you planned, but you learned a lesson from it. Thankfulness is thankfulness, either way you look at it. So guys, I hope you got something out of this video, and please like and share and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wish you peace, I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.